A torque, also spelled torque or torque, is a large rigid or stiff neck ring in metal, made either as a single piece or from strands twisted together. The great majority are open at the front, although some had hook and ring closures and a few had mortise and tenon locking catches to close them. Many seem designed for near-permanent wear and would have been difficult to remove. Torques are found in the Scythian, Illyrian, Thracian, Celtic, and other cultures of the European Iron Age from around the 8th century BC to the 3rd century AD. For the Iron Age Celts, the gold torque seems to have been a key object. It identifies the wearer as a person of high rank, and many of the finest works of ancient Celtic art are torques. The Celtic torque disappears in the migration period, but during the Viking Age Torq-style metal necklaces, now mainly in silver, came back into fashion. Torque styles of neck ring are found as part of the jewelry styles of various other cultures and periods. The word comes from Latin torques, or torques, from torqueo, to twist, because of the twisted shape many of the rings have. Typically, neck rings that open at the front when worn are called torques, and those that open at the back, collars. Smaller bracelets and armlets worn around the wrist or on the upper arm sometimes share very similar forms. Torques were made from single or multiple intertwined metal rods, or ropes, of twisted wire. Most of those that have been found are made from gold or bronze, less often silver, iron or other metals. Gold, bronze and silver survive better than other metals when buried for long periods. Elaborate examples, sometimes hollow, used a variety of techniques, but complex decoration was usually begun by casting and then worked by further techniques. The Ipswich hoard includes unfinished torques that give clear evidence of the stages of work. Flat-ended terminals are called buffers, and in types like the fused buffer shape, where what resemble two terminals are actually a single piece, the element is called a muff. There are several types of rigid gold and sometimes bronze necklaces and collars of the later European Bronze Age, from around 1200 BC, many of which are classed as torques. They are mostly twisted in various conformations, including the twisted ribbon type, where a thin strip of gold is twisted into a spiral. Other examples twist a bar with a square or X section, or just use round wire, with both types in the 312th or 11th century BC specimens found at Tiers Cross, Pembrokeshire, Wales. The Milton Keynes hoard contained two large examples of thicker rounded forms, as also used for bracelets. The terminals are not emphasized as in typical Iron Age torques, though many can be closed by hooking the simple terminals together. Many of these torques are too small to be worn round the neck of an adult, and were either worn as bracelets or armlets, or by children or statues. Archaeologists find dating many torques difficult, with some believing torques were retained for periods of centuries as heirlooms, and others believing there were two periods of production. Differing ratios of silver in the gold of other objects, typically up to 15% in the Bronze Age but up to 20% in the Iron Age, can help decide the question. There are several flared gold torques with a C-shaped section in the huge Mugon North hoard of late Bronze Age gold from 800 to 700 BC found in County Clare in Ireland. To the east, torques appear in Scythian art from the early Iron Age, and include classicizing, decoration drawing on styles from the east. Torques are also found in Thraco-Cimmerian art. Torques are found in the Tolstaya burial and the Karagodoyashk Kurgan Kuban area, both dating to the 4th century BC. A torque is part of the Parashepana hoard dating to the 7th century AD. Thin torques, often with animal head terminals, are found in the art of the Persian Achaemenid Empire, with some other elements derived from Scythian art.